Happy day today. All of you are surviving Christmas. No drama, no big fight. Usually when people, family get together, there's always some, but good. All of you went through Christmas fine and happy. And today, friends, just in case you do not know, that today is a family worship, so it's a joint service between the English service, the kids service, and our regular service together. So we're worshiping God right before we enter into the new year together. And I think this is a wonderful celebration for us all to acknowledge God before we step into a brand new year. So, before I start my sermon, I would like to ask some of you guys here, some young people here, like Derry or Terrence or Vera, like this, let me ask you, you feel happy? You feel happy today? Yeah? You have a lot of joy, friends? What do you think, Patrick? It's so delightful to see you up there singing Indonesian songs. I think you got to do it more often, right? And I think that brings joy to my soul. You feel that same joy? Yes? You feel joyful too? All of you, very good. How about the adults? You feel joy, Rita? Tim? You feel joy, Vishwan? Oh yeah, praise God. You feel joy, Daniel? You feel joy, Sunny? All right. See, a lot of joy. A lot of joy. I love it. And this is the thing. Some of us have a lot of joy because our wish came true. Christmas came, and a lot of you probably made a lot of wishes. Ivy, what was your wish for Christmas? Did you get your wish to come true? Yes or yes? Did or not yet? Yeah? Or we'll talk about it later? Okay, we'll talk about it later. A lot of us, some of us have wish that came true. But Kiara there, you got your wish came true for Christmas? All right, you want to share what was your wish? No, not really? Okay, we'll talk about it later? Okay, let's do that. So a lot of us, had our wish came true. I think that's a beautiful thing. And this is a story, the Isaiah chapter that we just read together came in the time of prophet Isaiah when he was ministering to his people during the exile. So a lot of brokenness that happened in his nation at the time of the Israelite time, right? So people just very in a depressed mode. There's a lot of uncertainty that happened, a lot of darkness that they experienced in their hearts, and they did not know what to do. But yet Isaiah came with this great song. The great song, it's the first verse of Isaiah says this. Read it together. Some of you fell asleep when Patrick read it. Let's read it together. Ready, go. I delight greatly in the Lord. My soul rejoices in my God. I delight. Delight means I'm happy. I'm just rejoicing greatly in the Lord. Not just a little bit. I have a little bit of joy. No, but the word there says, I delight greatly. It's beyond big. It's better than big, right? And my soul rejoices in my God. And this is something that's probably a lot of people at the time of Isaiah thought that, man, what are you talking about? We live in a lot of distress here, a lot of uncertainty, and you are offering us and teaching us a song of joy? That doesn't make sense. But yet Isaiah said something more than that. I have a different translation than what Patrick read, and this is it. Let's read it together. I will sing for joy in God, explode in praise from deep in my soul. He dressed me up in a suit of salvation. He outfitted me in a robe of righteousness, as a bridegroom who puts on a tuxedo and a bride a jeweled tiara. Let's stop here for a second. Prophet Isaiah said, you know what? I am so happy. I'm so rejoicing. I have a lot of joy in my heart because, not because what we are, not because who we are, not because what happened to us, because apparently at that time, at the context of Isaiah's time, he was in a lot of distress. So it doesn't make sense for them to sing joyful song at that time. But Isaiah said this because he, look at the word he there, because God dressed me up in a suit of salvation. How many of you have new clothes during Christmas? New dress. Okay, Baron got a beautiful, I don't have a picture, a beautiful warrior suit from Uncle Stanley and Auntie Leah, right? So he was very proud of that, right? And he got a lot of joy of that. But a lot of you have some new clothes. That's it. New sweater. It feels good, right? It's fluffy, it's soft, and the thread is still nice. And man, it feels good when you wear new clothes, right? I have this old shirt, but for some reason I love this shirt. You know, it's so broken and it's got a lot of rips, but I still keep it. It hasn't become a towel for my sink though, yes. But because I love it, but Vanya always complained because on the armpit has a hole there, you know, and it's not a pretty sight. So yes, this is kind of ugly and rugged and it's broken, but somehow I still wear it in occasion because I just love it. But I know it's nothing compared when you are wearing new shirt. It feels good and fussy, just like what Edmund wears, right? So here you go, another example of this, the happiness of wearing new clothes. I remember when I was preparing the sermon, I tried to remember one occasion when I felt so good wearing new clothes. You know, what was the occasion? Take a guess. On my marriage, wedding day. Exactly. Oh, look at that. Look at the joy in my face. Don't you think? It's a special day for me. It happened, you know, in the year 2004. Of course, and when you are going to get married, you're going to have to rent a tuxedo or something like that. Just exactly like what the scripture said, right? Because he suited me up. He put on the new tuxedo for me. It's just like a bridegroom, right? Look at that. The passage, he dressed me up in a suit of salvation. He outfitted me in a robe of righteousness as a bridegroom who puts on a new tuxedo. And that's what I felt. And this is a kind of like Indonesian or Chinese tradition that the parents have to put on the suit for me. So I feel like the passage that we just read together, it's resonated very well to me because my dad and my mom on the biggest day of my life, they put me on that suit. It felt so good. And look at the joy that I had, right? It felt very good. And I still remember that moment. And that is the kind of imagery that Prophet Isaiah wants you to get. It's just like going to a wedding. Not just going to a wedding. You are the bride. You are the bridegroom. Of course, I have another picture here. Oh, yeah, there's Vanya. Okay, yeah, look at that. She's wearing a tiara. Really? Yeah. She's wearing a tiara. Something. It was beautiful. And that was the biggest day of our life. And that's filled with a lot of joy. A lot of happiness. A lot of joy. A lot of happiness. And that's how it felt. When God put on a new suit, new clothes to you. That's how it feels. That's a tremendous amount of joy. I'm exploded with praise because God gave me joy. So another imagery that we gathered from this passage is this next one. Let's read it together. For as the earth bursts with spring wildflowers, and as the garden cascades with blossoms, so the Master, God, brings righteousness into full bloom and puts praise on display before the nations. The first image of happiness contained in the imagery of wedding day. When you are, so some of you young people will get married one day, right? And that's how it feels, right? And the second imagery is it's kind of like the growth season. The growth season. If you look at the street, on the street like there, outside there, you see a lot of bald trees, right? Bald trees everywhere, even in our church side here, a lot of bald trees that has no leaves in it. And it's just like, kind of like dry and depressing at the moment, During winter time, a lot of people feel more depressed than other seasons because they feel like, man, there's no signs of growth. Everything looks so dry and the weather feels so cold and trees are bald, just like this, right? It's just like depressing. It's just like, whew. How is there some sign of life? And I think that's what people in the time of Isaiah must have felt in their heart. And it's so depressing. There's no sign of life. But yet, Isaiah said, because God, I'm going to choose to rejoice in the Lord because He bring forth life, just like springtime. So this kind of view will turn into something better one day and soon in God's time. And you will see some kind of sprout or buds coming out of the dry branch of your tree. And that is a sign of hope. And you will be filled with joy when you encounter this kind of view. So, this plants I have for 7 years. I have it in my office. Occasionally, I water that like once every 2 weeks or something, right? One day, it's just all dead. But 7 years, not bad, right? Not bad. I'm not good. I'm not like Ben Budiman, right? Or Shirley here. I love to plant things and then make things grow. I don't have any luck for this kind of thing. So I only water it, and one day I found it used to be long. When I bought it from Home Depot, it's long. The sprout, and it's all long like that, and suddenly it's dead. One day it's just dead, right? A lot of dry leaves, and I thought, what's happened? I thought I watered occasionally, and I maintained it well, but for some reason it just died. And then I kind of, it wasn't really made me super sad, but I kind of sad because I had it for a while, right? And I started watering it. I took out the soil and then mix it a little bit, put some nutrition like coffee ground. Leftover coffee, I just pour it there. There's a lot of minerals there, I heard, right? I put a bunch of stuff there, and suddenly I saw something like this. Sprout, the bud coming out. So always, I think Isaiah was saying, look at the sprout, look at the bud that's coming out of the dry branch. So here's one little branch here. Look at that. This is new. When you look at that, you will know that God has been gracious to you, that He allows new life to come forth from the dryness of your lives. So I'm not so sad anymore, right? It's still there. Only 6 leaves, but it's still alive, and that's something to be cherished. A lot of us, oftentimes we are so caught up with our own anxiety, our own worries, and especially coming into the new year. We do not know a lot of things, right? We cannot see a lot of things. This year alone, we have gone through a lot of things. The shootings, the tsunamis. Indonesia got hit twice. What? Accidents, this and that, death. In my own congregation at Trinity, 4 people died this year. And I thought, oh man, what's next? So a lot of, if you are focusing on the negative things, you will get depressed. But always look for the new bloom, for the new sprout, for the new bud, the sign of God's grace to us. And if you can still look for the positive things in life, you will see that life has a lot of meaning, and life still has a lot of hope. Because God allows us to go through ups and downs in life in order to make us stronger as a person, as human beings, and most importantly, as Christians. And one day our life will turn into a springtime like this. And that is God's promise. You know, Isaiah was not just saying that just to make people happy. It was not just a fake happiness that he was preaching, but it was a God-filled promise. So friends, going into the new year, I pray and I hope that you can look forward for the newness of God that He is going to bring forth to us in the uncertainties and the darkness of our lives. Remember two things, just like the wedding thing. Whenever you see yourself clothed so nicely, you still be able to keep warm during winter time. Remember God's love, God's comfort that He always brings to you. It's a sign that God cares for you. And second thing, always look for the new spring, new buds, new sprouts, new babies, little toddlers. And we are going to baptize a baby today. Look at that. And that is a sign of God's hope and God's providence for all of us. Amen.